Hello, wonderful viewers. My name is Rohit Ture. I am happy to be the presenter and reporter for Eco TV International, the People's Choice. We are a global news network dedicated to providing diverse perspective on key issues and insights that has made impact in our community. And today, here with me is His Excellency Alhaji Lawyer Darboe, who is here today with me. And inshallah, we'll get to talk to him about some of the key issues that has made impact in our community today. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Thank you very much, Rahim, for hosting me. I believe this is my maiden appearance on Eco TV International, and I'm happy to be with you.
Thank you very much. Okay. Regarding the victory of your councillor at Kiama Sembe, how does that victory mean to you?
Well, it means a lot to me because the GAM is a verdict by the Gambian people through Masembe ward. In fact, it's not our victory. I think it's the victory of the Gambian people who are yearning for a change, and they've seen that the Masembe ward by election should be the precursor to 2026, the prelude to 2026. So I'm happy as a Gambian. I'm also happy as the leader of the United Democratic Party that NPP has lost their bid to take that seat.
Okay, and your people have emphasized a lot that history is going to repeat itself, because it was said that in 2015, a by-election was conducted between NCP and APRC, and NCP won. Yeah, and in 2016 election, the United Democratic Party finally won. Now, and this year, 2025, the by-election between UDP and NPP, UDP won. And next year, inshallah, 2026 will be the election. So they are saying that history will repeat itself again, because it has happened directly as 2015 to 2016.
Yes, well, history repeats itself,
okay,
and in so many ways. And in this time, the by-election in Masembe is not only a precursor to what is to happen in 2026, but it is a referendum on the Barrow administration, how Gambians have assessed it. If you really watch the happenings in that ward during the campaign period, you'll not but conclude that this is a referendum on the Barrow administration. The entire cabinet was there, except for the vice president and the president. All the big wigs, all of them, of the NPP, they were all there. And it was an election that really attracted the interest of every Gambian. People in URR were interested in the outcome of that election. People in North Bank region were interested in the outcome of that elections, in the West Coast region. And indeed, Barrow and his executive were very interested in the outcome of that election, because it means a lot, because it meant that the Barrow was facing a referendum, and that the verdict of the people is that you have failed us, so we don't want you, and we are going to repeat this in 2026.
Inshallah, are you sure about that?
Absolutely sure, inshallah, absolutely sure.
Okay. And recently, we've seen that Barrow and his people have drafted a new constitution. What was your take on that?
Well, I think that is an insult to the Gambian people.
Okay.
I think really with some kind of disrespect to the Gambian people. When we have spent $116 million on a project that was sanctioned by Barrow, a project that was promised by Barrow in 2016 when he was running for president, that he would bring in a new constitution. And in order to live up to that promise, he made sure that the CRC Act was passed by the National Assembly, And he also made sure that quite capable people, competent people, people of high integrity were selected to be commissioners for this constitutional review. They presented a document that is the product of broad consultations, both in the Gambia and abroad. And for his acolytes in the National Assembly to reject that, and he coming really with a draft. I call it Barrow draft. He coming with that. I think that's an insult to Gambian people. He should never have done that. He should never have done that. And I think he should apologize to the Gambian people for really taking that route. You know? I think his best bet was to really bring back this 2020 draft and talk to his people in National Assembly that you must all support this draft. Yeah.
Okay, we've seen that Ibu Chambers was here. What was the outcome of the meeting?
Well, I don't know what the outcome of his meeting might have been with others, but for me, it was inconclusive, really. Oh. His meeting with me was inconclusive. Yes.
Okay. How do you think this draft constitution, if implemented, will impact governance and democracy in the country?
Which of the draft? The Barrow draft?
Okay.
or the Gambian people's draft?
Okay. Anyhow, Barrow draft.
Well, the Barrow draft, I think, it will erode, okay, our democratic governance. Accountability is being ignored. You're giving too much power to the president, so by the constitution, you'll be creating an authoritarian regime, and when you have an authoritarian regime, you know what happens. They're uncontrolled, they flout the laws with impunity, and above all, corruption is being given constitutional prominence, that you can get involved in corrupt practices without any redress by those people who are affected. And that is not doing well, or it will not do well for our country. So that Barrow draft is really one against the people of the Gambia. It's not promoting the interests of the people of the Gambia, it's supposed to just promote the interests of a few people. When the 2020 draft is in fact the Gambian people's draft. That is what addresses the wishes of the Gambian people, and it is that draft that I think should go to referendum and not Barrow's own draft.
Okay. So do you believe that Barrow government is corrupt?
Well, I think that's an understatement. Really. You've seen the report, the Auditor General report, that have come out, highlighting corruption, and you can see the people they employ in the local government councils, whom they say our chairman and council will not remove. You can see what is happening, how corruption is being unearthed. And all those corrupt practices that took place under the watch of people who they appointed. You remember Brikama Area Council, the problem between Chairman Yankuba Darboe and his CEO? You remember the problem between Chairman Yankuba Darboe and his finance director? They want to do something about it. The government says no. They arrested the councillors, the chairman and the councillors, because they were fighting corruption. So they are giving, a lot of credit to people who are involved in corruption. The local government commission is showing it. Kuntaur Area Council, we can see what was happening there. Their own people who are employed by them. You cannot do anything with them. You can see Mayor Ahmed Talib Bensouda, the problems he had with Senator Martin Sonko. They want to do something about it, they say, no, you will not do anything about it. You report the matter to the police, they will go to the police and say, you will not do anything about this. So they really are condoning corruption. They are really condoning corruption, I know people here who have described this government as the most corrupt government the Gambia has ever seen. There are those people here, you know. So,
Okay. What are your party's key priorities for the next election cycle, and how do you plan to achieve them?
Well, I don't know what you what is did you say plans for next election cycles? I don't know whether you mean for winning the next election cycles or what we want to do when we are in government. I mean, certainly, if I may just take the question as applying to both. For the next election cycles, what are our plans to win them? That we will not disclose. I mean, we have done something in Mazembe ward, and that's a good template, you know, to apply. Refine it, of course. Of course, refine it to apply to adapt it as the circumstances require, because what works for Mazembe may not work for Jimara. So we'll definitely adapt them. Our plans, we definitely adapt them. But certainly when we come into government, corruption is one thing that we'll fight against. We want to revamp the economy of this country. We want to make sure that the Gambia's economy is in the hands of the Gambians. Our strategic national assets, we'll protect them. We will not sell them. Will make Gambia benefit from it. Look, after all, Gamcel, Gamtel, yesteryears, they were very, very profitable institutions because they had good managers. Why are they now down? Why is it that government is even thinking of selling them? An asset as important as your communication outlet, you have to, I mean, there are security implications in that. The Ports Authority was very profitable. Look, we had managing directors, the first managing director, Captain Salla. They laid the foundation. Then, you know, small office, you know, but then it grew up to the extent that the Ports Authority bought a boat, a sailing boat, a ship, you know, that was plying in the West African coast. I remember one of the fine gentlemen that was working at the Ports Authority, Captain Jallo. He was the pilot. Abu Jallo. Abu Jallo was pilot in that ship. So, you know, we had made profit to the extent of being able to buy a ship that was plying on the West Coast. Papcham, Alumboj, Modigay, those people, they were managing the Ports Authority and was making good profit. What has gone wrong for the port not to be able to really compete with Senegal? In those days, Guinea-Bissau, they were having all their goods landing in Banjul, and they were transited. So there was a lot of transit, transit activities, which has some benefits to the transport owners, you know, both Gambian and Guinea-Bissau. Mali had their goods brought to our ports here. Why is that not happening here? Why was opportunity not taken to really expand our ports? Now they are selling, in fact they have sold it, because if you give your asset to someone for 30 years, with 80% going to that person and only 20% coming to it, that is literally selling it. It's literally selling it. I mean, these are the things that we are going to address. We see whether, in fact, the arrangements were done for the best interest of the country. And we do not mind getting Gambia Ports Authority privatized, but we want Gambians to take it. We want Gambians to be the owners. Yeah. And that can be done in so many other ways, helping them. I mean, the company that is that is taking it, this foreign company, must have been able to get financing somewhere. So why can't we also get a syndicate of Gambians and with the government intervention help them get financing and take the ports so that that important national asset remains our property. Because since it belongs to the Gambians, it will remain our property. This is about, and then of course corruption, maybe we'll be like China. If I found corrupt, some will not kill anybody, but some very, very severe punishment.
Okay.
Severe punishment will be meted to you.
Okay. But are you going to do the same when you rise to power?
Do what? Sell our assets? I will protect our assets.
Okay.
We will protect our assets because that is our mission. Protect our assets for the interest of the Gambian people. Okay. Put the economy of this country in the hands of the Gambians. Our fishery sector, put it in the hands of Gambians. I mean, of course, you will have foreign collaborators who will also do business here, but our key national assets, I think we really want to put them in the hands of Gambians. Yes. You go to a place like Nigeria, their telecommunications is controlled by Nigerians. You want to sell our Gamcell and Gamtel to somebody from, I don't know, from what, and then, they'll be controlling that asset. And as I was saying, for me, security aspect of these things is very important because the ports, can be used, by evil people. And I hope that President Barrow will stop thinking about selling of any of our national assets.
Okay, finally, what do you have to tell the people outside and Eco TV International?
Well, Eco TV International, let me say that, I am really very proud to see Gambian investing so much in the media industry. And I've seen state-of-the-art gadgets here, and I'm happy that this addition to the media in this country will really be a plus, because dissemination of information, responsible information, unsanctioned, I think is what we need. And I believe Eco TV will not really get involved in anything that is anti-nation, will not be involved in anything that will undermine this country, but then it will serve the purpose of a media, of a media house, that is disseminate information to citizens and to people abroad. And I can only wish the management of Eco TV International, as well as the proprietor, good luck. And we're looking forward to the day when it's really going to be transformed into a TV, proper TV, so just not being online. Sure. We're looking forward to that. And with that, I want to say to my fellow Muslims, Ramadan Mubarak, Ramadan Karim, and I wish that we all perform our fasting in good health, and that our prayers will be answered.
Okay, hope you are fasting, because they say that the Darboes, they don't fast. They like eating.
Well, we are the big marabouts, we are the big marabouts.
No, you are the big marabouts, but not the, I don't also fast, not the best.
No, anything that is not good, we are not part of it. That's why they say Darboe.
Okay, thank you very much for being here today. And this is Eco TV International, the people's choice. You can kindly follow us on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube for more interesting stories. Thank you very much. And today with me, Alhaji lawyer Ousainu Darboe, popularly known as Baba the Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.